Everybody, it's me, yes. Yeah, this is my crochet podcast. It's going to be a small live episode. I wanted just to pop in and do a live episode. I haven't done in a while. I'm going to wait for if anybody else comes in the show. I have an announcement. Sorry. Um, how's everybody doing today? That's one. Just in case, last night I last night I listed my third pattern on my Ravelry. I'm gonna post it on my Etsy later on this week. Um, but yeah, so my third pattern is out on Ravelry. I'll include it in the description below, and also probably put a link in the chat. But it's a cowl. And then I thought I'd show something I've been working on too as well. Hey Connie. So yeah, so in today's I released my third pattern. It's on my Ravelry store right now. I'm gonna post it on my Etsy sometime this week or next week. Um, and it's for this pattern. It's for this cowl. It's called the Totally Granny Cowl. I thought that'd be a fun name. Oh, thank you. It's kind. Um, Other than that, I have, I guess, an active whip that I'm actually working on. It's gonna be my fourth pattern that I want to release sometime this year. Connie, did you figure out what you were missing on the pattern? And like this cow's, I guess it's a different one. It's a different cowl to me because I don't really see. Um, there's not a lot of cowls that have their half grannies on it, and the base of the pattern is three. You crochet 9 granny squares, and then you crochet onto the granny squares and connect them. So there's a section of the granny squares. There's a section of granny squares, and then there's a section of double crochets. There's a section of double crochets and single crochets, continuing it. And then there's a section of double crochets, but you skip one stitch, and then you go back into the stitch, and it kind of creates like an X. And then it's just repeated. And then I use Drunken yarn. For this is Drunken yarn. This was yarn from, I forgot the Etsy shop. The Yarn and I think it was the Etsy shop was the Yarn and I. And then these are just Red Heart, and then it's just super. And because it's I love this yarn. But yeah, so this is my third pattern. I just posted it. I just posted the pattern for sale on my Ravelry last night. I'll put a link to my Ravelry page in the chat. So if anybody wants to look at the pattern, it's for sale. It's for $4.25. And then I thought I'd pop in and also just show some progress on on 2 active whips that I'm actually working on. So my last podcast I had shown that I mentioned I had an idea for a cowl that I had an idea for my first shawl pattern that popped up in my head. I don't want to forget it. So I started crocheting the sample of what would I want, the sample pattern with the stitches I want to use. So this is like the sample for an idea for the shawl. I started writing the pattern out, and so as I started writing the pattern out for the shawl. And then in my recent podcast, I had shown some yarn that I had showed some yarn from Bad Wolf Girls that was custom dyed for me. That I ordered that was custom dyed. And so I started working on the actual shawl that I'm going to use for my photos for the pattern whenever I release the pattern. So I started this Friday. I think I started it Friday or last Monday. I think I started it Friday. So this yarn, this base yarn is this is from Knit Picks. This is the one that I received in my unboxing video from Knit Picks. Sent me yarn to review. So I finally found something to use it for. So this is Nitpick's. Oh, thanks, Connie. So this one is Nitpick's Hawthorne Fingering in the colorway Macadam. Um, it's 80% superfine Highland wool, 20% polymite, 357 yards. It's a fingering weight. So that's the first yarn. And then I started striping it with my yarn from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. And this one, the colorway is called Palette because it was inspired by a palette that I like. And I asked if she wouldn't mind doing me a custom yarn for me. And this, so it's this yarn. And this is 75% merino wool, 25% nylon. It's 162 yards, 100 grams. So I started striping this one. So I'm excited how this is turning out. It's really soft as well too. And this is my first time fading yarn. I guess that's what it's called. Or doing a fade. But it's all double crochets. And then the main part of it, you do 2 separate half triangles, 4 rows in each, 4 rows, 2 half triangles that are 4 rows of double crochet, and then you join them together in the middle, and then you increase on both sides, chain 1, double crochet in the middle, chain 2, and then you double crochet 2 together in the middle, and so we're working on these both. These are both these are my most active works in progress right now. But yeah, I don't worry. I thought I'd show this pattern. This one. This one I'm working on right now. So it's really pretty. I'm using a size 6.5, 4.2 millimeter hook crochet. I already started writing the pattern. I started typing the pattern out. I haven't decided a name for it yet, but I'll decide that later. Um, but I think I might call it, um, I don't know, because it looks like lips, but I kind of don't want to associate it with lips. But I think I might call it the mountain shawl. I don't know. But leave any ideas for patterns, ideas for names in the comments below. for underneath this for the shawl. So this will be my first. This will be my first shawl pattern, and I want to hopefully get pattern testers either February, maybe February, maybe release it in February or March. I want to release this pattern. Um, Other than that, before I leave, is there any questions? And then I have it in my project bag that I made last year. And funny, surprisingly, it's funny that they match my bag for some reason. But before I leave, is there any questions? Or how's everybody doing as well? And then I'm using 2 stitch markers. I have a stitch marker that was made by Claudia at Crochet Luna. I got this whenever she sent this to me after I was testing her pattern, the Encanto wrap. And then I made a stitch marker out of those ties that tie together skeins, things. And I want to throw it away. So I was like, oh, just turn it into it's a little mini skein hank of yarn. What's a stitch marker now? before I leave, if there's any questions about any questions, but if not, I'm gonna stand a little bit and I'll just leave. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And all my social links will be in the description below, as well as a link to my new pattern as well. Have a nice day. Bye.